Hey, this is Man-Made Mead. Today we need to go ahead and move the August Monthly Mead around. This was the twin pineapple mead, which I used two different containers because this container here, I went ahead and put my pineapple into the primary and I left it for 45 days. And this has been going for 45 days without any pineapple. So now my test is going to be pulling off this one off the pineapple and seeing how it tastes with the primary, and then adding the pineapple to the secondary for this one. Simply enough, it'll be real fast. I want to go ahead and just take this one out. I'm going to move it into this bucket, and then we're going to switch it around and move this one into here after I clean it. Alright, just to show you, this is what's at the bottom. That's all a bunch of dead yeast. And then of course, the pineapples, and they didn't really break apart too much, which is nice. So my next step is I need to take away and throw out these pineapples, the old pineapples. And then I'm going to clean up this bucket and we're going to move the regular non-pineappled version into this bucket. So I'll do that real fast. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take the one that had no pineapples and move it into this new bucket that has been sanitized. Alright, so you can see there's a ton of yeast at the bottom of this one. There's a lot of great fermentation. And I'm not sure how much yeast will be in the actual bucket right now, but I guess we're going to find out. Next step is very simple. We're going to take our pineapple chunks and we're going to add them into the mead. Alright, so before I forget to do this, I want to take a gravity reading and see where these are both at. And then of course I'm going to do a little taste test. So gravity wise, this is at, wow, it is very dry. It is sitting at about, let's see, you can see the front of it. It's sitting at what, 0.99, which is very, very dry, meaning I might have to end up back sweetening it, which is totally fine with me. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a gravity reading of the one that had no pineapples in it. Alright, the one without any pineapples in it yet is sitting at actually a little above 0.99. It's a little less dry, so it's like in between. I mean, maybe it's right at 0.99. Let's see. It's definitely clearer right now. Yeah, it is also at 0.99. So now I'm going to go ahead and get a taste test of the two. Alright, so I have them both right here. This is the one on my right hand, or your left right now, is the one that had no pineapples in it yet. This is the one that had pineapples in it so far. So this will be in the secondary, this is in the primary. I want to see what they taste like. It's definitely dry, like I said, that 0.99 is very dry. But it's not bad. It's going to be, I'll be curious to see how the pineapples sweeten the taste, or if they sweeten the taste. I'm sure they will. I don't know if it's just because of my smell right now and I can smell the pineapples, but I feel like I get the taste of the pineapple a little bit. Maybe that's not true. Maybe that's just the fact that I'm around the pineapples right now. It's medium bodied, dry. It does have a little sweetness behind it, which is interesting because you'd think with it being so dry it wouldn't be very sweet. Maybe the honey, I think it's just how the honey worked. Okay, so now I'm going to try the one with the pineapple. Oh, that's good. So it's got the bite of the pineapple in the beginning, but it does go away kind of quickly. You can definitely smell the pineapple. Yeah, and that lingering sweetness is there. It's also medium body. Maybe a little less dry on the spectrum. I think the pineapple flavor helps it push it to more of a semi-sweet than a full dry, which is great. I mean, like I said, I like semi-sweet meads, but I just also like this dry. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so now the next step is I want to go ahead and take and put my other half of my pineapple chunks just to remind you, I had bought, this was 3 pounds of pineapples, and now this is about a pound and a half left. So I'm going to put the pound and a half into the mead that has not had the pineapples yet into it. And then we will leave that for 45 days and see how that affects the flavor. The goal is to run the test and see how does primary versus secondary affect fruit flavors. And really, now this is not specific to, this is specific to, excuse me, pineapples, because apples and every other fruit in the world and every other spice in the world might react in a different way. So don't take this information and run with it and say, well, only put things in the primary, because you know, it might not be the same. But let's go ahead and put the pineapples in and go and just let it go for a while. Alright, so here are the 2 meads as they stand. This is the one with the pineapple in the secondary. As you can see, there's some pineapples floating, but also mainly at the bottom. This is the one that had the pineapples in the primary. So they will sit in the buckets for now. I'm choosing the buckets to make it an even source. I could go ahead and put this one into a glass carboy, but then I feel like the test would have an extra variable, and I don't want to do that. So 45 days left in these, and then I will go ahead and rack them over into carboys and let them sit for a while. But I'm really curious to see what the tastes do and how they change with the primary and secondary. So we will go ahead and put our lids back on, and then we will call it good. Alright, that is the last of this part of this video. So I'm curious to see the result of primary versus secondary with fruit. What I'd like you to do is go down below and tell me what you think. Is it better to put fruit in the primary or the secondary? And tell me why. Maybe you've done the same test before and you have had a great result in one of the two. I would love to hear that, and tell us. We want to make better mead. We all want to grow in this community and be a better mead maker, ultimately. Homebrewers all alike. So if you like this video, of course, leave a like. Check out all of the links below. I've got a Facebook, which I love the community that we have there. It is a really cool place to talk to people and hear people's ideas and just enjoy, you know, what other people have done. There's also Patreon if you want to help me out, if you want to support me. There's a merch store. There are so many different links you can check out. So go down below, check those out, help me out, and I'll continue to make great content for you guys because I love making content. But other than that, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys in another video. Alright, bye.